Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Kurt Nadevelt, the CEO of Rainstar Capital Group, and I am here today with one of my good friends and associates here in the Grand Rapids, Michigan market, Paul Damon. Paul's the president of Family Capital Management, right? And there's one very important thing that both Paul and I care about deeply, which is to help business owners grow their business and then to be able to grow their wealth at the same time, or when you're looking to exit the business, which is the subject of what we're going to talk about in this video, right?
Yep.
When business owners look to sell their business, obviously there's a huge opportunity to be able to get a nice payday, right? You know, you've worked hard in your business, you've grown that thing, and now you want to be able to reap the rewards, but you also want to be intentional and you want to be strategic about where that capital goes to.
Exactly.
And one of the things I know both you and I are very passionate about is, you know, being able to take that wealth that you've created and to be able to give back,
Yes,
right? And
exactly.
I know that that's something you're really big on, Paul. So today we're going to be talking about when you do sell your business, how do you go about giving back, right? Giving back can be, giving capital to nonprofits. It could be, tithing capital to your church.
Yep.
You know, there's a whole host of different vehicles, right, Paul,
Right.
that they can
Right.
give that capital back to. So I wanted to pick this guy's brain, right? Paul has a lot of great wisdom and knowledge because you've served obviously tons of clients both here in the Grand Rapids market, but then
Yep.
nationwide,
Yep,
right?
nationwide,
you work
yep.
with business owners all across the United States.
Exactly.
And so what is some of those things that you teach clients, right?
Yes.
You know, when they're about to sell their business, the big thing that we've always talked about, right, is that, you should be talking to Paul before you sell your
Exactly.
business so that you can have a plan, right?
Mhm.
But what are those things, especially as they look to take some of that capital or, some of the wealth
Yeah.
that they've created from the sale of their business
Right.
and give it back? What is the plan, or, what is that they need to be looking to do, Paul?
Okay. Yeah, it's so important to come talk to your advisors first. So come talk to us. Have a plan before you exit,
Right.
before you
Right.
sell. We can avoid a ton of taxes.
Yes.
We can do a lot of leveraging of that tax dollars
Mhm.
for charitable giving,
Yep.
for important causes, your church, your charities.
Right.
So, and as you said, have a plan.
Right.
Make sure that you know how much income you're going to need,
Right.
know how much you can give away,
Right.
and know how much you want to retain maybe for family or future generations.
Right.
So having that plan is very important.
Yep.
When you do your charitable giving,
Right.
the
Right.
power of that, and I get really excited about this because the power is you convert tax dollars to charitable dollars.
Right. So think about that, folks. Not giving money back to the government. We want to give money to the government, right, for everything they do for us.
Caesar
But
to Caesar.
yeah, but obviously, to be able to give back to causes that you're passionate about
Right.
is really cool, right?
Right.
And that's some of the things that I know you've taught a lot of clients is how to shift that, right?
Right,
So
right.
speak a little to that.
But we can't keep it all. So I always tell people, when you're having an event like this where you're getting a big lump sum or maybe a nice flow of income,
Right. Right.
you can't keep it all.
Correct. Yep.
So you either have to choose to give it to charity
Yep.
or give it to the IRS.
Right.
Or some of both, obviously.
Yeah.
So for most people, they're always going to pay some tax.
Sure.
But we can significantly reduce the amount of taxes you pay
Right.
and
Right.
allow you to direct that capital for kingdom causes or
Right.
charitable causes.
Right.
And that's very, very important. So there's basically, Kurt, I would say two types of giving strategies that
Okay.
really work well.
Okay.
One is when you just want to give away some of the proceeds or some
Sure.
of the profit.
Sure.
So it's a pure gift.
Yep.
It
Yep.
might be something called a donor advised fund.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so you put a portion of the business into a donor advised fund
Yep. Yep.
before you sell.
Mhm.
Okay, so you avoid the capital gain on that portion.
Yep.
And you get a charitable deduction.
Right. Which
for
is a
that.
huge thing.
It's a
right?
huge benefit.
Right.
'Cause
So a
that- oh, I'm sorry.
donor advised fund,
Yeah.
right? Why don't you explain, maybe there's some business owners out there that don't know the definition of
Okay.
that. Kind of explain what is a donor advised fund.
Okay, so a donor advised fund, I use the example like your personal foundation. So many families with extreme wealth, they
Sure.
go set up their own foundation.
Right.
And
right.
you can do that.
Yep.
But a donor advised fund is a simpler way of doing that. Less
Okay.
costly,
Right.
less involved.
Yep.
Actually, it's more private.
Sure.
So a donor advised fund, nobody knows what you've done in that fund.
Right.
Whereas a foundation, that's all public information.
Correct,
public
yeah.
knowledge. So it's just a way of making charitable gifts
Right.
in a better structure.
Right.
Avoiding the taxes, generating a tax deduction.
Right. Right.
And then using that tax deduction to offset the gains on the rest of the sale.
Sure.
so you get the double benefit.
Right, which is a big thing that everybody watching this video really needs to, identify, right? You want to be strategic about what you're doing when you go to, sell this business that you worked hard for, right?
Exactly.
That you've built over the years and now are exiting, right? So, well, good. Are there any other feedback or kind of strategies that you like to get
Well,
across?
another important one is an income strategy. So
Yes.
you make a charitable gift
Yep.
with a charitable remainder trust,
Yep.
as an example, and you put a portion, again, pre-sale hopefully,
Right.
of your business into that trust,
Right.
but that generates an income for you.
Right, future revenue. and
Future
cash
revenue,
flow,
right.
Which is a big thing,
It's a
folks.
huge thing.
If you're going to be retiring, right? A lot of wealthy business owners typically sell their business later age, right?
Yeah.
And you want to be again strategic about that cash flow stream,
Exactly.
right? But what you're saying, Paul, is that basically not only can you have that strategic cash flow stream, to take care of your living expenses
Right.
and your retirement. But also to be able to give a portion of that back.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes. So if you're married, the husband and wife,
Yep.
when they both relocate,
Right.
we don't die, we just relocate.
Yep.
When they relocate, then the remaining capital in the trust, that all goes to charity.
Sure.
That's why it's called a charitable remainder trust.
Correct.
So income for life,
Yep.
avoid taxes on the sale,
Yep. Yep.
generate a charitable deduction,
Yep.
and then remainder to charity.
Right.
So it's very important that you understand all the components because, like Kurt said, the income is an important part of that,
Right.
but the charitable intent has to be there as well. So you have to understand that whatever's left,
Right.
that will go to charity and not family or
Right.
heirs.
Yep. And one of the nice things about working with Paul is that him and his team have a phenomenal system and a plan already in place. You can just tap into this existing plan that you've
Exactly.
advised,
Yep.
thousands, right,
Yep.
of business owners over the years on how to implement. So,
Exactly.
so listen, folks, if you're looking to get more information on this, let's say you're looking to sell your business, feel free to reach out to us at Rainstar if you need any sort of exit planning financing. And then also if you need any sort of guidance in regards to what you're going to do once you sell your business and where you're going to place your wealth,
Yeah.
this is the guy, Paul Damon, that you need to reach out to. So blessings to you on your day and take care.